What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope had a great day. Today we're going to be replacing ball joints on my 95 Ford Lightning. This applies to any maker model that has a ball joint and you guys want to replace. The layout of the spindle and the ball joints will be a little bit different, but the concept of removing and installing a ball joint is the same. But if you have any questions on your maker model or this specific vehicle, please put it in the comments below and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. The other day I took my truck to get in alignment and they couldn't align it because the ball joints had way too much play. So they told me I had to get those replaced first before I could get in alignment. So if your car's tires are wearing uneven or it has a lot of noise in the front, more likely it's due to a ball joint or a strut or a suspension component, and you need to get that fixed before you get in alignment. So I ordered some ball joints from Rock Auto. Rock Auto has a lot of great products, guys, for a lot of makes and models and a lot of different variety of parts. They just came in yesterday. I'm about to show you guys how to install these parts. You're definitely gonna need a ball joint kit. They sell those on Amazon. The one I got and the one I'm gonna show you guys is definitely an Amazon kit. It's a universal kit. It applies to all makes and models, okay? So today I'm gonna show you guys how to properly use it and how you guys can apply it to your vehicle. All right, so let's start. First step is taking off the wheel. All right, guys, so before I take off this wheel, I'm just gonna show you guys the play. You see that? That is a crazy amount of play. Now, you're not allowed to do that. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be really, really stiff. You're not supposed to be able to move it up and down. That is a great way to check your ball joints, unload the weight off the vehicle, and just grab the wheel from the bottom and the top and pull it up and down. And yeah, that is a lot of play in those ball joints. So we definitely need to get those off and replace them. So first step, let's take off this wheel. Okay, guys, so first I'm going to take off the caliper, and then I'm going to go ahead and remove the tie rod end from the nut hole here. And so I'm going to release the upper ball joint. Mine's tied in by the stud and bolt up here and this lower nut down here. So this nut needs to come off as well, and then I can remove the whole knuckle assembly. But like I said, every make and model is going to be a little bit different. This is just how I'm going to do mine. That's heavy. Alright, so obviously, like I said, not all your knuckles are going to come off like mine. They're all going to be a little bit different. Mine just comes out like this. It's just easier for me to work on a bench. Yeah, see that? That's not good. Okay, so we need to go ahead and replace these ball joints with some new ones. And first we need to get these pressed out. Some of these are actually going to be held in by C-clips, like you see there. That's a clip. So you're going to need some special pliers to remove those, and all you're going to need to use is pliers like this. Okay, so what you do is you stick them in here and squeeze down and pull off the C-clip, and that's the only thing that's holding that ball joint, minus it being pressed in. Now the upper ball joint doesn't have a C-clip, it's just pressed in. So let's go ahead and get everything set up here so I can show you guys how I'm going to remove these ball joints out of here. I'm gonna have to remove this one first out, and then I can get to this one. I got this from Amazon, and I'll put this in the links in the description below. This is basically a ball joint kit, service kit, the 3-in-1 ball joint service kit, universal joint. Yeah, it does a lot of stuff. It can do more stuff than just ball joints. Okay, so it's a really handy tool. So I'm going to link that in the description below where you can get that. Take these grease fittings off first. Alright, we can go ahead and set up how we're going to remove this. So do this, and you have two different cups. Okay, so this cup has a larger hole and this has a smaller hole, and that way with this one we can feed the ball joint. It'll at least go through. So we're gonna do this, and then we'll set this up like this. will apply the pressure down this way, and the ball joint will just slide that way. Alright, so now this is in the middle. This is like this. Now we can get our impact. You guys love to do stuff yourself at home. I definitely recommend you guys picking up a Milwaukee Impact. This thing is the strongest thing you can get out there right now. I'd highly recommend this gun. If you don't have one of these and you're using hand tools, no, this is what you need, guys. This thing is amazing. So, stick the socket over here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna impact. This is gonna push the ball joint out this way. It'll let the cup will let the ball joint slide through, and the open end of the C-clamp will let the end of the ball joint come past. And that's it. So, like I said, you want the open end so that way the ball joint can slide through. Take off our cup, and there's our worn out ball joint. Now we can get to the bottom one the same way. So we're basically going to set up this opening will allow us to let this slide through here, and we're just going to allow this to slide like this, and we're going to hit it the same exact way, guys. This, the ball joint should just slide right out of there. Alright, so here is our other ball joint. Okay, now let's grab our new ones. And it comes with a new C-clip and a new nut. So to install them, we just do it in the reverse order. We go from the top to the bottom. A smaller cone, you want it to fit on the lip of the outer boot, okay? So like this. Grabbing this cup right here, on top, it's got recess, so it'll come through here. So if it does go past the flush part, it'll at least go into here. We don't need to grab the open end. Grab the end that's closed like this. So that way this can't go past it. Alright, so we're set up. This is an impact. This is going to push the ball joint back up there, and that should be it. We're going to stop once the ball joint sits on the bottom of the knuckle. You just want to keep an eye on that. Okay, there. Alright, now let's do the top ball joint. And we're going to take this boot off here because the sleeve doesn't want to fit over the rubber bushing. So we're just going to pull this off, and we'll put that back on once we get installing it. But you want this to sit flush like this. And we're going to sit the ball joint in here. And then sit like this. And my cup is not closed here, it's open, and I need it to be closed. They sell ones that are closed right here, so this doesn't go all the way through, but I don't have that. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to grab a crescent wrench, okay? I'm going to use that as my flat spot. So I am going to do it like this. Sometimes you kind of have to improvise with what you got, and this is what I got, okay? Finishes sitting flush on the knuckle, okay? Now we can take this off, and take this off, and there you go. New C-clip here, and all that. Like I said, guys, they sell the cone like this, but that's closed here. There's a kit that has this cone, there's this adapter, but it's closed, and that's the one you want. Unfortunately, I lost mine. This is the only one I have, so that's what I'm working with. But our boot that we took off, and that goes on here like this, and then we need to go ahead and grease these two ball joints. Now we can just go ahead and install this back onto the vehicle. Okay, but like I said, if you guys have any questions on how to use this tool and the parts that it comes with, please put them in the comments below, and I can give you guys some tips and some pointers on what and how to remove it, and how to remove the ball joint or bushing that you are attacking. Like I said, this will work. It could be a lower control arm, it could be a knuckle, it could be a ball joint, whatever it is. This tool here will help you remove it and do it yourself and save you a lot of money. Okay. All right. So you guys remember before we had a lot of play in the side to side. Now let's double check that. Zero play. That is what you want. Look at that. Nothing. It shakes the whole truck before the wheel even shakes. You have no play at all. Nice. All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Just like I did this side, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the ball joints as well and get that out of the way, so that way I can go get an alignment. Anytime you replace any suspension components, guys, you definitely want to go get an alignment, because it's gonna wear out your tires, and you definitely don't want that to happen, because no one likes replacing tires. You definitely want to pay attention to your car when you're going at low speeds through city driving and some bumps, and listen for noises and creaks and rattles. And if you hear some noises coming from the front or the rear, definitely jack up the tire like I just did and shake it up and down or side to side, and figure out where the noise is coming from, and go ahead and replace the component that's making noise or that's worn out. You definitely want to get that checked out, guys. You don't want to have an accident. If you have any questions, any comments about the tools or what I just did today, how to do it, how to use it on your car, please put in the comments below, and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. If you found this video helpful, please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.